I remember the exact moment she left. It wasn't dramatic, no slammed door or shouting. There was no dramatic scene, no tears, just her standing there, holding her bag, looking at me like I was a stranger. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears, and everything around me seemed to blur, like the world itself was trying to escape the pain of that moment. I could barely breathe, but I still managed to say the words that I thought might make her stay. Please don't go, don't leave. But she did. Her eyes, once full of love and warmth, were empty now, like she had rehearsed this moment 1,000 times in her mind. You don't love me the way you used to. It hit me like a punch to the gut, but I didn't show it. I just stood there, trying to hold on to the pieces of my heart that were already slipping through the fingers. I do love you, I said, my voice shaking. She was already halfway out the door, the space between us growing wide with every step she took. I know you think you do, but... She paused, as though searching for the right words. But love isn't just about saying, it's about showing it. And I don't feel it anymore. I can't stay in a relationship that's just empty. You are empty. You don't love me anymore. The sharpness of her words still cut deep into me, even as I speak here, trying to hold the memories of us. The days after she left were endless. Every breath felt wrong, like I was living in borrowed time. I would wake up every morning and not even know why I bothered getting out of bed. There was nothing left to do. There was no reason to try anymore. I would check my phone, hoping for a message from her, an apology, a reason, anything. But the screen stayed dark. She had made it clear. She was gone, and I couldn't let go. Not when every part of me still loved her, still needed her, still clung to the hope that one day she would come back, that somehow would fix everything, that I could be the person she once needed. But she never came back. I saw her a few weeks after the breakup. I thought it would be something like before, awkward but familiar. But then I saw her. And when I saw her, I knew this was the girl I never loved. She was standing outside the cafe, leaning against the wall, eyes fixed on something I could not see. And there it was, a cigarette in her hand, trailing smoke in the air like a slow goodbye. It wasn't just one, there were several. Didn't know she had started smoking, but then I had not known a lot of things. She had never been the kind of person to smoke, to drown her sadness in something so empty. But now, it was like she was inhaling her pain, exhaling everything that had once been pure between us. I watched her, feeling a sting of it. She wasn't the girl I had loved anymore. She wasn't even the girl I had been fighting for. She was lost, drowning in a fog of depression, loneliness, and whatever else had broken her. And then there were the other guys. I saw her laughing at a party, her smiling, lighting up the room in a way that used to be mine to see. But this time, it wasn't for me. No, it was for someone else. I could see it in her eyes, the way she leaned into him, the way she whispered things only he could hear. It was as if she wanted me to see it, wanted me to feel the sting of knowing that she was moving on while I was standing still. One night, I saw her while coming from work. This time, she was sitting outside a bar with two guys, laughing like she had never known pain. I knew these guys. I didn't know them all, but I had seen them around. One of them even asked her out once before. I had laughed it off then, thinking she would never give him time of day. And in that moment, my heart shattered again. Not because of jealousy, not because I wanted to be the one she was laughing with. No, because I realized that more than anything, she was happy without me. She didn't need me anymore. And in that brutal truth, I felt like I'd lost everything. My feelings, breath, purpose, love, education, future, direction, vision. Gone. I began to see signs everywhere. The way she would look at me when we crossed paths, the dark circles under her eyes, the way she would light up her cigarette when she thought no one was looking. She was trying to ease the pain. She was doing things she swore she would never do, all in the name of forgetting the hurt I had caused her. It was like watching someone you love drown in front of you and not being able to pull them out. I wanted to help her, fix things, but she wasn't reaching for me anymore. And then it happened. The phone call came, and I thought it was some joke. A missed call from a so-called bestie, a guy, a voicemail I didn't want to hear, but I had to. It's Samantha. She had been in an accident. She didn't make it. The words hit me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. It didn't make sense. She couldn't be gone. She was just out there smoking a cigarette and smiling with those guys. How could she be gone? How could the world have shifted so violently? But it was true. And in that truth, I felt something worse than a heartbreak. It was like the earth wanted to swallow me. I had failed her. I had not loved her the way she needed. And now, she was gone. The funeral was blur. I couldn't look at her one last time. I couldn't face her. The thoughts of seeing her cold, lifeless, knowing that I'll never hear her laugh or hold her again, it was too much. But I couldn't avoid it. I had to go. So I did. And when I saw her lying there, it felt like I was being torn apart all over again. Because the truth was undeniable now. I had lost her for good. I didn't get to say things I wanted to say, things I should have said. I didn't get to apologize the way I wanted to, the way I had taken her for granted. I had lost her for good. The silence was deafening. She was gone, and I was left to live with the knowledge that I would never have a chance to make things right again.